Just Drinking's back with Just Rum's Queen Share Wine Barrel Rested.
Yeah, baby.
Wine Barrel Rested. Okay?
Wine
It's not just Queen Share, but Queen Share Wine Barrel Rested. Absolutely amazing. We know we've reviewed a lot of Just Rum. If you're not familiar, we've got a whole dedicated spot on the shelf here for it.
Their sign right here.
We do have a sign that is up in here as well, and we've always been very unbiased. And to tell the truth to that, we have shredded one of their rums before to bits and pieces. So we're excited to get into another one. Is it going to be another shredding, Royer?
I don't know. I mean, John really talked.
They did. So wouldn't it be funny if I was like, this sucks? So bad. Terrible. Be pretty funny, wouldn't it?
Well, we would find it funny. I'm not sure how John would feel.
I'd be on the front page of his website.
Probably would be.
For those of you who are new to the show, I'm Robert.
I'm Royer.
And this is Just Drinking, where we drink rum and tell you about it. Make sure that if you love drinking rum, finding new rum, and hanging out with other rum lovers, that you guys hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, turn those bell notifications on, and come back each and every week as we have the live show on Wednesday. We've got a new review for you every single week, talking about all kinds of crazy rums. And if you scroll down below to the links there, we've got a rum club, premium rum club in our Patreon that ships premium rum straight to your door, as well as craft distillers getting involved. You get to sip along every single month. And we've got our Facebook group, Just Drinking After Hours, our Instagram, our TikTok, and all of the bar items down there.
I'm just tired listening to you.
Woo, rolling it out like Santa's list over here. We love it. So we appreciate you drinking rum with us today. All right, Royer, we got to get the elephant out of the room. First things first.
Hang on. I'm going to cut the strap on this.
Well, before you cut the strap like you do on Thanksgiving to your belt, okay? First of all, we've got a coin, which,
we do.
If you guys are familiar at all with Just Rum's products, there's going to be a nice picture on the screen of the coin.
There's a few of them right here.
Okay, so that way I don't have to, whatever. Like, here it is. Okay, so there'll be a nice picture on the screen of the coin. And what's really cool is they do this with many of their rums.
Yes.
And they have premium coin holder events. So if you're ever in Sandy, Oregon, which is where they are from,
you have to have one of these to get in.
This is an admission ticket.
Yes, that's your admission ticket right there to get into the event.
And they have their own premium private events, which is really, really cool.
It is.
We got the opportunity to go out there and actually check out one of these events, and we have a video on that as well.
Had a blast doing this.
So much fun.
Such a fantastic place. Oh my goodness. You gotta go there, eat and drink and be merry, or whoever you want to be.
Eat, drink, be merry, whatever. The stuff rum does to you. This is a 124 proof, 62%, okay? Which nice number, right? Nice
124.
62%, 124 proof, which I absolutely love. Royer, looks like we got a story on the back.
Robert, tell us the story.
The very process of making Queen Share makes it one of the rarest rums to be found. Made from the bottom of the hearts and top of the tails, redistilled in a single pot, producing a very aromatic, bold, high congener, God, why they gotta use big words I don't understand, I'll never know. Not for the faint of heart. Unaged Queen Share is clear and complex, great on its own, beautiful as a mixer, and rare to find. Most of our Queen Share is aged in used casks, paying homage to the history of rum. Shipped back to the old world, casks of different styles, red wine, white wine, rum, whiskey, etc. will produce different rich flavors owing to the rum and whatever the cask held before. It's Just Rum, Queen Share. Taste a piece of history. Let's crack this bad boy open.
All right, here we go.
Sandy, Oregon.
Sandy,
I forgot
Oregon.
It doesn't really pop because it's a milk bottle opener. I'm like waiting for it, and then you're like, Sandy, I'm like, what just happened? Oh, it's open. There it is.
It's open.
Sneaks up on you.
It does. And his rum will sneak up on you too.
Sounds like you've had experience with this, Royer.
Maybe a time or two.
Yeah? Can you tell us any stories of any times where this has been a...
Not that I can recall.
Not that I remember. Good answer. Good answer. It has a very smooth look to it. It's got a nice dark...
I love the color.
Nice oak woody look to it. Nice dark woodiness to it. And I love the look of it. It doesn't have a lot of legs going on. So it is not so thick, right? This seems very smooth looking. I like that. The first thing that I notice is that it's 124 proof, but it doesn't smell like it's 124 proof, okay? I'm a sweet, smooth rum guy. You're a bold rum guy. I think for it being that, it does not smell like it's going to punch you in the face. I noticed some light wood barley notes. It reminds me a lot of like a dry Merlot kind of thing, a dry red wine.
Exactly.
But not like in a glass. Like if you were to pour some out on like a...
Nope, that is exactly. You nailed it. A dried Merlot.
Dried Merlot.
We don't even need to go any further.
Don't even go further. Okay, let's not.
Done.
I don't want to overdo it. Oh.
Wow.
Woo! We doggies. Put your big boy pants on.
Okay, so what you really need to do, take a small sip first, right? You're gonna let
marinate.
Marinate. Need to readjust, recalibrate those senses a little bit, right? And we're gonna give it just a moment. I'm gonna take another sip. I'm enjoying this quite a little bit.
Quite a little bit.
Quite a little
Not
bit.
a lot of it, just a little bit.
I'm enjoying this a lot.
I'm hearing that you like this a little bit.
No, that's not what that term means.
A lot of a little. It's still a little.
This is going to be. I'm enjoying sipping this right on its own.
Okay.
I do not think that this is going to be something that we're going to want to mix, but
well, we will. Give that a few minutes.
We will. But this right here, so you really nailed it. For me, it definitely has that sensation of the dried Merlot to it. This is just a nice warm, it's like a nice warm hug.
Yeah.
To me, this is not...
Nice warm hug.
Yeah. Yeah. No, seriously. Dead serious. This is like a nice warm hug right here.
You know...
Says, oh, Royer, we missed you.
You know, were you hugged a lot as a child?
Yeah.
You know what a hug feels like?
Just like this.
Just like this. Oh, okay. Someone's
I'm just
hugs.
saying.
Your hugs were a lot different when you were a kid than my hugs.
Well, back in the day,
they
probably were.
They were different. All right.
But no, this has a wonderful flavor to it. Here's the thing. When we talked to John at Just Rum, I spoke with him several times about this rum. He really spoke it up a lot, you know. I'm like, okay, John, we'll be the judge of this. We'll let you know what we think.
Yeah.
And, you know, he did not miss the mark. He did not miss the mark on this. For me, for my palate.
Yes.
He did not miss the mark. He told me that I was going to like this. Spot on. I truly do enjoy this quite a lot.
What if I were to tell you, Royer,
yes,
that I didn't like this rum?
I would not find that surprising at all.
Okay.
Seriously.
Because right here, in front of the world, I got to tell you.
Yep.
I love this rum.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay, so here's the deal. But here's why. It's not for your reasons, your standard, cookie cutter reasons. Because
my standard cookie cutter reasons? Oh, dude,
because
enlighten me.
Because it's a good sipper. We all hear you, Royer, but we want to know the nitty gritty.
Okay,
so let's get into the nitty gritty of this rum. If
Robert,
you drink other Just Rum products, so I'm talking Oregon Oak, Maplewood Rested, any across the board, there is
Let's not forget Uncle John's got.
Uncle John. One current theme through all of those rums, and I would say that is the heat. Is a little hard, comes in a little strong. It's got more of a punch to it. The thing about this rum that is very different at 62%, 124 proof, it's very high proof, right?
It is.
And some of those rums are less than that, and they punch. This one has what I would call, I'm going to describe this in the best way I know how, okay? If you eat something spicy, it gives you a very big, oh my gosh, my mouth is on fire flavor. But then you get into one of those where it's like a nice warm meal somebody made and it has some spices cut into it, and you eat it in your initial bite, perfectly normal. First sip, right as it hits the tongue, perfectly normal. Get a little wine Merlot taste to it, little woody note, comes in, rests really nice. As I breathe, it warms up.
Yeah.
Like it gets warmer and warmer and warmer. And on the finish is when it's at its hottest, when it's on the back of my throat and I'm breathing out. And as I sat there and it just kept sitting, the flavors got deeper. And all of a sudden I went from that sweeter Merlot flavor to it to more of the rum, just that barely feel that rum coming out at the end as you were breathing. And by the time you're done, it's one of those like warm feelings that you're like, I'm ready for my next bite. Like that, like I've warmed up.
Exactly.
Like I came in from a cold winter's day, we're cold in Iowa because it's -50 here in the winter in January. And we come in and you sip this and it just starts off as normal and it just keeps warming you up as you breathe.
It does.
That is awesome.
So that is what I'm referring to as a nice warm hug.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Jump on the bandwagon now, Royer. You missed your train.
First.
Look how detailed and intricate I was.
Yeah, whatever.
I basically should be on, what's the most famous rum place to be? Oh, yeah, it's our YouTube channel. I'm already here. Just kidding. So
it's a single pot still, aged 2 years in the wine barrels, right? Reused wine barrels. And this is, I love the color. This is a really good sipper.
I'll tell you what, guys, if you're new to the show, we do this with most rums that come through. And the reason we do it is to give you a little backyard mixability. Now, we know we've already defined this is good as a sipper, probably gonna wanna put it on some ice. But if you add some artificial flavoring, you're making some cocktails, doing some things. Let's give you some general mixability. And then we find out how much it costs and do all the fun stuff after. So let's take a look right now.
Robert, we got this mixed up.
I'm sweating a little bit.
Are you sweating?
It warmed me up so much. I'm in a sweatshirt. Woo! I feel like this is such a good winter time. Like I am warm.
Oh, yeah.
I am warm. Yeah. I was comfortable before we started the show. There is sweat on the side of my head. I feel like I just had like that. You know when you have a hot meal and you're like, you got like, I'm gonna say a really gross word if everyone's okay with it.
I'm okay with it.
All right. Like when you get the meat sweats. Like you're eating something that's just like so good like a steak, and you start sweating. It's like that, which is a terrible, terrible thing to say. If you're someone that's like, ew, what is he?
John.
I'm so apologetic, but that's who we are, so that's what I'm gonna say. But that it's just awesome. I bet he never thought we were going to use the word meat sweat during his review. I bet that was not on his list of
when
things
I woke
that
up
could
this
happen.
morning, I was thinking to myself, I don't think I'll ever hear that today.
I've never used that. We've been on this show for years. I've never used that terminology ever,
No,
but I did today.
Yep. Congratulations.
Thank you. Let's celebrate. Here's the problem with this, okay? Because it's wine barreled, you don't mix wine with a pop, right? Like that's not what's supposed to happen. So the problem is that you almost flatten it.
Yeah.
You flatten the whole flavor like
we did this a complete disservice by mixing this.
And I'm okay with that.
The Diet Coke
I'll
and
live
the
with
Diet
it.
Pepsi.
I mean, John pretty much told us that he halfway didn't even want to send us the bottle because he knew we were going to do this.
He knew we were going to do this.
And it's understandable. And here's the thing. By doing this, we're saving a lot of people from making a mistake because you wouldn't take a wine and put it into a pop. And so this is wine barreled, and that warm feeling as it comes in, it flattens out. It just comes in as one.
But to be clear, this does not taste like any wine that's out there. This is definitely a rum, and it has. I think you nailed it as far as that Merlot.
Yeah, it has like a red wine
texture
Merlot
to it.
texture. It tastes. I taste that. I've had Merlots, red wines. I taste that.
You also taste the oak.
Yeah,
right?
With that woodiness.
Right.
Rum coming in,
right.
Giving it that heat. Sometimes you get into a wine that's rum barreled, right? And so you taste a little bit. It's like reversed, right? You're just doing it in reverse. And I love the little notes of that red wine that you pull out of it. I think that's really tasty.
This is not horrible by any stretch of the imagination, but this is not how I am going to drink this in the future.
I mean, I think you just throw an ice cube in a glass and you pour it over and you sip.
Oh yeah, along with a very nice cigar.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Sit outside. Sit out back.
Massive cigar.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Royer, we've had it on its own. We've had it mixed up. How much are you paying for this bottle of rum right here?
Well, okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, this is a limited edition bottle.
Limited edition.
If I remember correctly, I believe that they only made 200 bottles of this.
200 bottles were made.
Yes, yes. And I believe I'm not sure, they could be sold out by now.
Nobody told me anything about any of this.
Okay.
I feel upset that you didn't buy more. Specifically,
to be honest
you
with
didn't buy more.
To be honest with you, I'm a little upset that I didn't buy at least one more
bottle. Should have bought more.
I should have bought one more bottle. I should have bought
at
one more bottle.
At least 2 more bottles.
This is... I am regretting that. Seriously, I am regretting that a lot. How much do you think we're going to pay for it?
I think that this is limited edition bottle. They made it a couple hundred. 99.99. I'm gonna call it a $100 bill.
$100 bill.
$100 bill seems reasonable.
It does seem reasonable for this. You're a little high for that.
Am I a little high?
You're just a little high. You missed the mark by $10. So
$10.
90 bucks.
Feel good about that.
It's about 90 bucks for the bottle right here. I feel that it's definitely well worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's in that category. You can tell it's extra special. Being a 62%, warming you up, the feeling that it gives you is unlike any other rum I have ever had, which is super weird. We've had a lot of them. So it's like when we get something that changes your perspective a little bit, it's just interesting, right? And I think it sits in a category on its own. I really love what they did here. Unfortunately for me, I'm not going to get to rip this one apart, which is really unfortunate.
I know, you're really saddened by that.
I really like making fun of them, but I guess today I'm going to tell them they did a great job. So this is really, really yummy. I personally think that this is my new favorite rum from Just Rum, which goes a long way because the 3-year maple was always my favorite.
Mine too.
This one's standing on its own at the moment, though. That's just something very special and unique.
This is something very special and very unique. If you're looking for something, if you're looking for a unique experience, you need to go check these guys out.
Just Rum Queen Share Wine Cask Rested. Make sure you guys check your local liquor stores. Look them up online at justrum.com. Don't take our word for it. Go find yourself a bottle in Sandy, Oregon, and try it for yourself today.
Do it. Do it today.
If you guys like what we did and you want to watch me make fun of a bunch of rums, make sure that you guys subscribe and turn that bell notification on. Hit the thumbs up. Let us know you were here. Leave us a message in the comments.
We want to hear from you.
We are doing reviews every single week. We get those fun ones in here where we tear them apart. It's always fun. Make sure you check out the links down below. We got the Just Drinking After Hours Facebook group, the Instagram, the TikTok. All the bar items are down there. And you can join your own premium rum experience. Sign up down below on our Patreon. You can join into the Zooms. You can enjoy the rum by yourself. It does not matter, but all I know is you get a premium rum experience shipped straight to your door. It's tons of fun. So make sure you check that out as well. And with that, Royer, let's get him home safe.
Always drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and no rums were harmed during the making of this video.
Not at all. We'll see you next time, guys.
Take care.
Wow.